Now then guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming, I am Luke. This is my continuation of my Journeyman on Football Manager 2019. And if you watched the last episode, I ended it where I applied for 2 jobs. And I didn't get any of them. I got an interview at Charlton, they chose someone else instead of me. But, I've never been at a club that I've managed to manage the finances so good before. If we click on the finances, we've got £4 million in the bank now. And I've got £2 million worth of transfer budget. And that's generally because, can we have a look to see the incoming? We've got a bit of a spike here. We sold, I don't know how to look at it. You know, when you have the kind of sell-on clauses and all that sort of stuff. There's a player that we had who plays at Norwich. I can't remember what his name is, but we got £3 million. Players sold, here we go. £3 million come in. Just for selling, like a sell-on fee. So £3 million came in. It was massive amount of money. So then obviously that's given us £2 million of transfer budget in League 2. I can have fun in January when the transfer window opens. But yeah, so I have, obviously, this is one of the main reasons why I've stayed. And I'm going to miss this York club when I leave. And I am going to leave at the end of this season. I have to. Even if we get promoted. Because as we stand at the minute, we're currently in the playoff places. 26 points. 4 points behind the automatic promotion. We're doing really well. Competitions-wise, the stupid Checker Trade Trophy, we're second in our group. We've got Rotherham in the FA Cup for the first round. And all they want us to do is reach the first round. We have done that, which is wonderful. So if we beat Rotherham today, we can maybe go on a bit of another FA Cup run like we did last season. And that'd be awesome as well. So what have we been up to since you last seen us? We've played a lot of games. We've won quite a few games as well, actually. Obviously, last time was the Newport and Carlisle games. We beat Newport, we lost against Carlisle. We then played Yeovil, we beat them 3-1, and it was a very, very good game. Gratzel getting on the score sheet, Alomlu as well getting on the score sheet twice. We then played the Everton under-23s. I rotated the squad massively, and we still managed to win. I did play Alomlu because I wanted to get him to have some game time and all that sort of stuff. He got another 2 goals for us. All good. We beat Crawley 3-0. Again, Delhi on the score sheet. O'Connell as well. O'Connell, by the way, it's just been the start. He's just been a silent player playing on this left wing. And he's just been putting in solid performances all season. Nathan Broadhead as well, getting another goal for himself. Top goal scorer for us this season so far. Obviously on the 29th minute. So that was an early 30 minutes, 3 goals. Nothing else happened after that. We played Plymouth, who were kind of bottom of the league. We got offered the Plymouth job just before this. Obviously, I turned it down. Why would we go to a team that's struggling for relegation when we're battling for a playoff position as things stand? They took the lead, then we managed to get a goal back, and then after that, not really a lot happened. 1-1, and we've just played Accrington. It was an eventful game. They had 2 goals in the first half. Well, we had 1 goal. They had another 2 goals straight afterwards. Took the lead. Second half was a bit dull. We had 2 men sent off. Timmy got sent off in the 90th minute, and they had a man sent off in the 95th minute. So, yeah, it was a bit of one of them games, really. We're going to lose them, pretty much. We're all away. It's fine. But today we've got Notts County, who as well also have just sacked their manager, I believe. Looking at managers, yep, their manager has just been sacked. So they're probably going to be a dangerous team to face at the minute. They're 17th. I have scouted their players, and to be honest with you, if you look at the abilities, some of these players are really good. Yes, he's on loan from Derby. But yeah, they've got some good players by the looks of things. A lot of them are on loan. What about this guy? He can play wing back. He's only valued at that. I'm going to add him to my shortlist. I'm literally going to identify. I'm probably going to raid some of these clubs for some players with the money that we've got, to be honest with you. But enough talking about my transfer policy. We're going to get straight into the game. So tactic-wise, what is the team we're going to be using to line up today? This is the team. We've got Watson in goal. We've got Rowling out on the right-hand side. Hughes and Curry in the middle because we have got a couple of injuries. Julio is out injured. He'll be back soon anyway. Dorothy on the left-hand side. Christian Davis is playing as a deep-line playmaker just due to people are looking tired and need some rest. Anderson playing on the left-hand side of him. Broadhead, Gratzo and O'Connell are the attacking midfielders with Alomlu up front, who's on 5 goals for the season. O'Connell are doing well. Broadhead, obviously top goal scorer with 7 goals. Jack Payne, 6 goals for the season, but he's looking a bit jagged. We'll let him start this game on the bench. And that's why I remember this team now, because they have Tammy Abraham up front. And I'm going to click on him. He's going to score now. But Tammy Abraham on loan from the Premier League, I think he's a good player. I really do. I'm surprised that he's dropped down to League Two. If you watched my Leicester City save last year on Football Manager 2018, Tammy Abraham was sensational for me for my Leicester team and a massive big part of us eventually winning the Champions League and the Premier League. And if you want to go back and watch a series, and if you want to see some, obviously it's last year's game, who wants to go watch that? But go and watch it. It was an entertaining, I think I did 9 seasons or something like that with Leicester and eventually got there with them. I thought I was hoping to do it a bit quicker, but we didn't. Managed to get there, managed to win the league, win this Champions League, and it was all good. But enough plugging my old series. We might as well pay attention to this because we almost score within the first minute of the game. Free kick, though, is going towards Notts County. It looks like they're going to be the one who are going to have another chance. Oh, no, we win the ball. We do. Anderson, what can he do with it? Plays it to Grazzo, gets tackled, but he's up. Olomlu's there. O'Connell is running down this wing. Plenty of space. Is O'Connell going to get another goal for himself? He doesn't. He shoots and it goes wide. It looks like it almost went out for a throw-in. That's how bad of a shot it was. Right, we've got to throw him deep in our half, though. Rowling's on a yellow card. We need to watch that because we haven't got anyone to play on the right-hand side of defence, really. Olomlu's by himself. Has a shot. Might as well because there's no one really there around him. Good effort. Well done. Right, free kick to them. Right, Rowling manages to head it, not really to anyone. Anderson clears it. Johnson's on the ball now. Ball over the top. Tomlinson's there. Abraham, no, it's not Abraham. It's Andy Keelit, who's got his first goal of the season. It's 1-0 to Notts. And do you know what? I'm playing on balanced. And that's probably why I need to start these games back on positive again. Because we're playing really, really well. So I need to just change that back so we do start the games on positive. So remind me, guys, next game, put it on positive. And just go at teams. Because we are performing really, really well. Look at that goal difference there between Oldham and Grimsby. Just negative, well, not negative, just 0 goal difference. So they're doing all right. But we've dropped out, by the way. We've dropped out the playoff positions in 9th place now. As things stand, and it's a mid-table. We're meant to be finishing mid-table this season, so I'm pleased. Oh, why have I said I'm pleased? That's because I'm talking as well and not paying attention. Oh, they're not going to be happy. Yeah, we're meant to be finishing mid-table, so we're not pushing for promotion. It just looks good on me if we're up there fighting for promotion a little bit. So when other jobs come available, Curry's going to get himself sent off. What is going on at the minute? How many red cards do I need to get in games? Anderson's going to come on there. And then I'm going to drop Gratzel back. I'm going to bring on Bernard, who hasn't really played at all this season. Gratzel, have you been playing all right? No, I'm just going to... Gratzel's going to come off. Carl Stewart's going to come on. And we're going to struggle to get back into this game now. Especially with the red cards. This is what? The 3rd red card I've had in a... Well, like 4 or 5 games. Dorothy got sent off. We've had Timmy being sent off. Now we've had Curry being sent off. We just need to be a bit careful. I don't think I've got... Let's just have a look. I don't think I've got the... Get stuck in on. I haven't. We're just being a bit, discipline-wise, not great. I'm going to demand more from them when we're especially a man down. 60 minutes on the clock. We need to try and get a win from somewhere, and they go close almost within a goal. I feel like we need an inside forward on the pitch as well. So Broadhead's not been playing well. I'm going to bring on not Payne. I'm going to bring on Bennett or Harris. Which one? And Harris plays an inside forward. I'm just looking now. Harris or Bennett? I'm going to play Harris. Harris wants to play more football, so we'll bring him on as a winger. We'll just have to leave Olomlu by himself up front. Hopefully he can do a good job for us. Come on, show some passion now, guys. And Notts County, I believe they beat us as well last time we played them. I just remember playing them. It must have been last season in one of the cups. O'Connell outside to Harris. Harris to Stewart, and Stewart was there, and it was on the plate for him to get his first goal of the season, and he just didn't do it. We don't do well at home either. I've realised we don't play very well at home, and we need to struggle. Abraham's on the ball now. Plays a lovely ball in. And we need Nick back in goal, I think. He's injured at the minute. But I think as soon as Nick comes back, he's going back in goal because I'm not liking this Watson. I'm really not liking this Watson because that was poor. He just completely dived the wrong way. Abraham with a lovely pass. Defence obviously all over the place. And yeah, he was no way aiming for that corner, Watson. Right, we've got a throw in. It's just going to hopefully just be the end of the game. We just don't want them to score again. We could just do with it ending now. Let's go out for a throw in. Ref blow the whistle. We'll go play this FA Cup game. Fingers crossed we can beat Rotherham, who are struggling, I think, in the league above. I am going to tell them I am not happy at all. And to be honest, it probably goes down to my team talk at half-time as well, telling them I'm pleased with us losing 1-0. Never pleased. But we're still in 6th place, so it should be all right. They just lost the manager as well, so they're going to be wanting to try and perform for the next guy that's coming in. It's not too bad. So we're going to got the FA Cup game coming up next in 14 days' time. So it's going to take me about 10 minutes to get there, most likely. So we'll get straight into that game, shall we? So, guys, halfway through, we've got 4 days to go before this Rotherham game. I've been approached by Blackpool to take over. And I'm tempted to go for the interview. Blackpool are struggling in League One at the minute. They are in a relegation battle as things stand. And I don't know what the finances are like or anything like that. They're insecure, so the finances aren't going to be great. We're going to be leaving a club that I know are doing well, but I need to bolster my thing, so I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I'm going to go for the interview and then just decide what I'm going to do from there. But I thought I'd just come back a little bit early just to tell you what's going on. I have applied for 3 other jobs as well, but I'm not going to tell you about them if anything comes up with them. They're not in League One. They're in the Championship. I doubt I'll get up. But anyway, so I'm going to go do this job interview, and we still will come back for this Rotherham game. Right, so after some many interviews, we're into this Rotherham game. So we might find out next episode if I'm in another job, but in the meantime, we're here. We're against Rotherham. They're in the league above. We're going to show you how good, hopefully, this team is. Obviously, attacking-wise, we're doing all right. I've rotated the team a little bit. Dele's come back in. Payne's playing, and Gratzel's gone up front. I think that's about it. So we're just going to get straight into the game. I feel like this episode's gone on for ages, but I haven't. I've just had a big gap in between of it. So it'd be fine. So hopefully, we'll go for that one. Okay, it didn't really work. Passionately say. We're not expected to win this game at all. We're in the first round of the FA Cup. We're at their spot as well. So we should get, I say, a big chunk of money. There isn't going to be that much money involved in this game, I don't think. But again, it'd be nice. Financial-wise, are all good. With the Blackpool interview, they did say about the finances being terrible. And it's going to be hard, I think, to try and focus on the finances after going from a club, if I get the job, that is, from going from York, who have managed to get the finances awesome, to a club that are really, really struggling. I also got offered the Scunthorpe, well, not offered, I got offered an interview at Scunthorpe, who are rock bottom of League 2. We've gone 1-0 down, and that was bound to happen. We got offered an interview at Scunthorpe, but they're rock bottom of League 1, and I just didn't want to take it. I felt like that one was a bit of a step down. So, obviously, my thoughts of this Blackpool job, I've applied for it, gone for the interview, but it's a bigger club than York, I believe. I need to look at the reputation. Obviously, wage budget is literally half of what we're paying at the minute. 30,000 on wage, that's all I've got. At York at the minute, 60,000 with a £2 million transfer budget. I'm going to go to Blackpool where there's nothing, and I'm going to have to go make that team finish mid-table, finish the rest of this season, hopefully get them into mid-table out of relegation battle. Hopefully they've got a decent squad. I think I've scouted them, so hopefully I can get an insight of how they look. But I think it's going to be tough. I reckon it's going to be a tough job, but I need to start moving forward. I need to take a bit of a risk. Moving from York to Blackpool, not that far. I was actually at Blackpool last weekend on a stag do. Lovely place it is. Watson with a good save there. We are being battered by Rotherham right now. I'm going to drop it down to... No, I'm just going to leave it how it is. But we are absolutely being battered. We've had all the possession, but we've just not had a shot at all yet. And I'm going to just demand more from them. Right, O'Connell. Here we go. We've got a corner. Is this going to be a shot on goal? It's going to be a shot on goal. It's just over, though, unfortunately. They've got a free kick this time now. comes in. Curry heads it out. Whew, well, close. Absolutely close to conceding a goal there. Right, here we go. We're playing out from the back. We desperately need our defenders back. Obviously, we're playing Curry and Hughes at the minute. We need Rowling back. Timmy as well. I'm going to start playing him in the centre. O'Connell, though, gets a cross in. Finds Griselle. It's a bit too far. But, yeah, I'm going to try and play Timmy more in the centre. And that was a wonderful strike from Rowling. We do get a corner. And as I'm trying to say, I'm going to try and play, I think, Roll and Timmy in the centre. Because they're apparently the two best centre-backs at the club. So we'll do that. Just means Curry's going to be dropping to the bench, but he's having a fantastic time. Hughes wanted to play more football. He's going to get annoyed that he's not going to start playing football, but it's fine. So it's half-time, and I need to not worry about the players being unhappy. A little bit, obviously, with the dressing room. I've just said I'm happy with your performance. Yeah, that's fine. They're happy with that. Don't make any changes yet? No. Just go out there and try and get a goal. I'm going to go attacking. I'm going to go attacking in this second half to see if that's going to do anything better for us. I'm going to make some changes early on as well. I think Gratzel's going to come off. Dorothy's going to have to come off. He's having a terrible game. Broadhead, though, with a free kick. It's on target. Gratzel's there, and he scores. I think he heard that I was going to be taking him off. But, right, 1-1. A good free kick from Broadhead here. And Gratzel's there for the follow-up. Puts it in the back of the net, right. And, oh, no, we've got another free kick. Come on, Broadhead. Take us in the lead. He was close. It was close. Right, I'm going to make some subs. I'm going to leave Gratzel on now. I'm going to take Dorothy off. Liam's going to come on. Why is he looking upset? Is that because you're not playing? Morale is poor. Well, it's fine. Yeah, it's a couple of players that aren't happy because of other players I'm not playing. They've got a free kick now at the edge of the area. Just hits the ball. And then, are we on the attack? Are we going to win this? No, another ball over the top. Oh, is that Liam? I think that's Liam that's just missed that then. Is it Liam? It is Liam, isn't it? I've just brought him on. Obviously, he's not good enough. He shouldn't be playing in this game. But he is right. O'Connell playing a bit of a poor pass. I think O'Connell's going to have to come off. I'm going to try and play maybe Harris. Ball over the top. Rolling. Heads it on to their player who hits the post. They should have really scored. A massive let-off for us there. Right, I'm going to make a change. 6.4. Who's on the 6.4? Keelan O'Connell. Off you come. And do you know, Harris, Christian Davis. I'm going to bring on Alomlu on that left-hand side and see if that works. Plays in as an inside forward on attack as well. That would do. That would do for now. Right, they've got a corner. And they've scored from the corner. I thought that went over the bar. I hate that angle from behind that camera angle from behind the goal when it comes to corners. I can't really see what goes on, but we're going to see it as a bit of better angle here. In fact, it's the same angle. And Watson, what are you doing? Right, here we go. They've got another attack. We've just given a penalty away. This team is falling apart. Watson isn't going to save this. I tell you now, he will not save this. He's not the best goalkeeper ever. And, yeah, I was trying to do reverse psychology then. It didn't work. They score a penalty. It's 3-1. We're going to be knocked out of the FA Cup. The run isn't going to be how it was last year, unfortunately. But it's fine. Is that maybe because the team were a bit upset? Because I might be leaving? I don't know. But I'm going to... Who am I going to take off? What am I going to do? Who's having a poor game? I'm going to drop Gratzel there. Put you up front. Bring on Bennett. And he can play on that left-hand side. And make that as my last sub. 10 minutes to go. I don't think anything's going to come from this now. Maybe another goal would be nice from us just to get someone else on the score sheet. Liam, though, is running the wrong way. Just there we go. Play. Oh, my God. Curry loses out. Our defence just isn't good enough for this league. Well, especially for the league above as well. It's now 4-1. And this black ball job is looking very tempting to go just before form starts to drop. We definitely need to strengthen the defence. And if we do stay, I've eyed up a couple of players that I want to bring in when the transfer window opens. Because obviously we've got the money to spend. Hopefully we can bring it in. Right, rolling with the corner. Anyone there? No. Gratzel plays it to Bennett. Over to Rolling. Back in the middle. Gratzel hits the post. And that just sums up our attacking at the minute. I need to get Bennett on the pitch more as well. Because he's looking like a good player. It's just... Broadhead's having a really good season. And he's not really capable of playing on that left-hand side. We'll see how he gets on here, though. He's only got 10 minutes, though, to prove it. It's not really going to be a big game for him to see how he does out on that left-hand side. But I might start trying to play him out there if we're still here. We might not be here in the next episode. Right, Bennett picks the ball up, plays it to Liam, to Delhi, to Gratzel. Ball over the top, looking for Olomlu. Finds him, crosses it in. Oh my God, Broadhead, what are you doing? See, you can tell form's off. Broadhead is on a 6.2. He normally would have put that away, and I think it's just maybe the fact that they might be losing their manager. It's a team above us. We're losing 4-1, and it's just not gone well this episode. It really hasn't. But we'll take being knocked out of the FA Cup by Rotherham. Again, they're the league above. They should be beating us technically, but 4-1 no. Not good, not ideal. Far from pleased what I saw, and yeah, I am far from pleased. I've got a couple of big games up next as well. Checker Trade Trophy I don't really care about, so I can rest some players there, and just see how we get on. And I just don't know what to do. Right, yeah, we defeat. Do we get any money? What's the finances looking like? Still 4 million almost in the bank, so we're looking good. All being well, if I'm still at the club, I'll probably come back and do... I might just play through the whole of November, come back at the start of December, just to see how we get on, and then we'll come back at the beginning of January. If I'm still here, I might not be at the club. I might be somewhere else. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit.